Hi, I'm Mike from Ridgid Tool, and today I'm going to tell you all about our Tristand chain vise model number 460. So as you can see, it folds up and there's a leg chain to keep the legs together. So when you're on site, undo the leg chain. And then to actually set the legs, you depress the tool tray. And that's you ready to go. So it's a Tristand vise. The beauty of anything that's a Tristand is that it won't rock. So you can put this vise on an uneven surface down on site, it will always be stable for you. The legs have holes in the bottom where you can actually bolt the thing down to the ground if you wish, using some roll bolts or suitable fixings. Underneath here there's a nice handy tray that you can use to put your tools, your oils, your jointing compounds, that kind of stuff whilst you're working. The top here is made from sand cast aluminium alloy, and that also acts as a nice big work platform. And we've got a few things going on here. We've got some bending ports, and these are for just putting a little nick in a piece of tube, maybe conduit or copper, something like that, and just bending around the former here. And then we've got some cutouts going on. Well, these are for tool hanging. So you can take a hand threader and lock it in. You can take a pipe wrench and drop it in there. You can take a pipe cutter and sit it in that one. So all your tools are to hand whilst you're working. The vise mechanism is a top screw chain vise. So some are bottom screw where you're underneath here, and they're great for taking the knuckles off. But here you're up above the workpiece on the handle. And it's a chain vise. So you've got a nice long chain that will give you up to 6-inch capacity. And when we say 6-inch, that's fitting capacity, not tube. So I'll take a piece of 1/8 through to 6-inch on the vise, and you've got a backstop here, you've got a backrest. So a large V here to take the weight of the tube at the back. The jaws here are serrated and they're replaceable. You can see there's 2 screws holding that in place. So when that wears, you can take the screws out and replace them. The chain comes round and locks into a little plate here. Can you see that? That's a steel plate, but it's a steel that's slightly softer than the chain. So the idea is that that wear plate will wear before the chain wears out. So again, that's replaceable. Simply bring the chain round, tighten the handle, and all you need is hand tight, and that's gripped. One last little feature is this thing here, and if I had £1 for every person that asked me what that did. It's called a sealing brace. The shoulder here is recessed to take a piece of 1-inch tube. And the idea is you sit the 1-inch in the shoulder, and then for extra stability you can position the vise under a beam or an RSJ, something like that, or even a doorway, cut a piece of tube to length and then jack the screw up, and it will lock it floor to ceiling. And in the showroom we actually have one, if you just want to pan over there, already braced. So that's how you'd brace a 460 floor to ceiling. And it's available now at Toolstop.co.uk.